You know, Tommy and I got to be friends early on through baseball, football, basketball, playing all the sports together, and he was one of those guys that at a very early age you could tell, as I look back now, had a real positive influence on me.
He was my big brother. We did everything together.
He was that guy that you could lean on as a teammate, made you feel good about yourself, lifted people up.
He was a loving, caring young man.
He was big for his age, and he wouldn't let the fellow classmates, pick on kids that were not as fortunate or not as popular.
He was kind of wise beyond his years, I would have to say.
All of us probably later on, as we became more athletic and got older and started learning leadership qualities. It's kind of funny, you look back and Tommy had those at 10 and 11 years old. And so he was a really special guy, somebody that I miss a lot.
That day, was the day that changed my life.
Anthony Simone was writing some checks when his son told him he was going next door to the drugstore for some bubble gum. But the pharmacy was closed, so Tommy had to cross the street to a grocery store.
I heard a screech and glass breakage, and just sounded like an accident. And I jumped straight up and ran outside, and I saw him laying up the street.
Just driving down there, we were thinking, oh, he has a broken leg, something to that extent. That's kind of what our conversation was, driving down to the hospital. And it was the moment that we walked in. My mom saw my dad's face, and she just fell to the floor.
This is your first game, son. I hope you win. I hope you win for your sake, not mine. Because winning is nice. It's a good feeling. Like the whole world, it's yours. But it passes, this feeling. And what lasts is what you've learned. And what you learn about is life. That's what sports is all about. Life.
I just think it was his spirit, and I can't say at the time I thought that it was important other than to keep his name alive, his spirit alive.
I still get emotional when I think about it. I look back and I remember looking at my father, when I was standing up there getting my award and thinking, wow, he was so proud. And then I remember looking at Anthony and Edie, and there were tears in their eyes for different reasons. There was joy and there was sadness. Because I was representing their family. I was representing their son.
Beyond any dream that I could ever have about where it has grown to, and it's all because of Tommy's spirit again, and our friends and people that see what the award is about and take it to heart.
I get the chills right now just thinking about it.
Knowing Anthony and Edie and knowing Tommy, I'm not surprised that his memory has developed this into this. I'm not surprised that the type of person he was could have led to something like this.
To see these great athletes and how this is what they strive for. This is what at the beginning of the year that they want to win the Simone. It's like the Heisman Trophy for college players. They want to win this award. And I don't think until they win it and they get to the ceremony they realize the importance of what it really, really is.
If 1, if 5, if 50 of them listen to this and understand the mantra of the love, courage, friendship champions, then I think that's fantastic, and I think he has a positive impact on a lot of young people even today.
As I sit back now and just see what it's become. It is such an honor that people hold that in the high regard, because to us, we look at it as this is the way we can carry on my brother's name.